Brock Lesnar named in WWE's explosive scandal. Here's what we know about the explosive allegations now naming Brock Lesnar and why WWE fans are buzzing. It all started with a lawsuit that shook WWE to its core. Janel Grant, a former WWE employee, filed a federal complaint accusing Vince McMahon of sexual abuse and trafficking. At first, McMahon and former WWE executive John Laurinaitis were the only names directly tied to the case. But as the complaint evolved, shocking new details emerged. Among them, Brock Lesnar's alleged involvement in a chilling series of exchanges behind the scenes at WWE. As one of the company's most iconic stars, his name being linked to the case changed everything. How Brock Lesnar got pulled in. The controversy unfolded gradually. In the original complaint, filed early in the year, Grant detailed her alleged abuse by Vince McMahon, describing forced encounters, manipulation, and coercion under the guise of employment. But things escalated when an amended complaint dropped. This newer version included transcripts, texts, and allegations that painted a disturbing picture of what occurred during contract negotiations between WWE and Lesnar. According to Grant, Vince McMahon offered her to Brock Lesnar as part of a behind-the-scenes deal sweetener. The alleged incident took place around the time Lesnar was being courted to re-sign with WWE, and McMahon reportedly positioned Grant as a personal perk. The allegations involving Lesnar. While Lesnar is not currently a defendant in the lawsuit, the amended complaint claims that Vince McMahon described Lesnar's sexual preferences to Grant, encouraged her to create explicit content for him, and allegedly arranged for them to meet. Messages presented in the complaint imply that McMahon handed Lesnar her phone number and instructed her to prepare certain types of videos, including urination and masturbation content. Grant stated she was pressured to comply and send the videos, hoping it would advance her career. The meeting between Lesnar and Grant reportedly never happened, possibly due to COVID travel issues or scheduling conflicts, but the connection was allegedly made behind closed doors. Lesnar, so far, has not issued a public response, but online speculation is swirling. WWE's response and fan fallout. WWE has kept its messaging tight, avoiding direct statements about Lesnar's inclusion in the amended complaint. However, the impact was visible. Lesnar was quietly removed from WWE 2K24 video game promotions, taken off merchandise listings, and vanished from scheduled public events. For many, this was a red flag that something serious was unfolding behind the scenes. WWE insiders reported that Triple H and the creative team distanced themselves from Lesnar as the complaint gained attention. Some fans expressed outrage over the silence, while others argued Lesnar should remain off WWE programming until cleared. The reaction was split, part disbelief, part fury, and part confusion. SummerSlam shocker, Brock Lesnar returns. Then came SummerSlam. With no prior hints or announcements, Brock Lesnar made a surprise return in front of a packed arena. He stormed the ring, delivered an F5 to John Cena, and instantly reignited rumors about his wrestling future. The crowd erupted in mixed reactions, some stunned, others thrilled, and many still processing the allegations. The return was carefully staged, avoiding press exposure and excluding any commentary about the lawsuit. WWE's message was clear: Lesnar is back, and the show must go on. But behind the cheers, there were deeper questions about what this return really means, both legally and ethically. Why the Lesnar return matters. Brock Lesnar isn't just any wrestler. He's a generational talent, a megastar, and someone whose presence shifts the entire WWE landscape. His return, even amid scandal, signals that WWE may be testing fan tolerance. John Cena's farewell tour could be the stage for one last major Lesnar rivalry, a moneymaker that can't be ignored. According to insiders, Cena himself requested Lesnar for a final storyline showdown. WWE may be gambling on nostalgia outweighing controversy, but the risk is enormous. Every match, every promo, every TV appearance will now be viewed through the lens of these allegations. WWE's decision to feature Lesnar again may define its public image for years. Legal update: what the court is doing. So where do things stand legally? The judge overseeing the case accepted Janel Grant's amended complaint, meaning the allegations involving Lesnar are officially part of the case record. Although Lesnar isn't being sued, the implications of his alleged involvement are now under legal review. WWE has requested arbitration, and the court has paused discovery until that's resolved. This legal process is slow, complex, and still unfolding. Experts say more names could emerge as the case expands. For now, Lesnar remains in a legal gray zone, accused in civil filings but not charged criminally. Whether more evidence surfaces could determine how serious this becomes for him personally. If you're following this unfolding controversy, now's the time to act. Hit that like button if you want more breakdowns like this. Drop a comment below. Should WWE have brought Brock Lesnar back, or was it a mistake? And share this video to help others catch up with the full timeline. For more deep dives into wrestling scandals and comebacks, don't forget to subscribe. We're watching every move, so you don't have to. Fan reactions, a divided wrestling community. The wrestling world has always thrived on controversy, but this one hits differently. Reddit threads, YouTube comments, and Twitter discussions are lighting up with divided takes. Some fans are defending Lesnar, saying he hasn't been charged and deserves due process. Others feel betrayed, especially after learning the details about McMahon allegedly using Grant as leverage. Hashtags calling for accountability have trended across platforms, while defenders argue the lawsuit hasn't been proven in court. The debate is fierce. For WWE, navigating this backlash may be even harder than handling the legal situation. Fan trust is fragile, and once it breaks, it's hard to rebuild. Why this story isn't going away? WWE scandals have a way of lingering. From past abuse cover-ups to sudden retirements and lawsuits, the brand has a history of weathering storms. But the Janel Grant case is different. It involves current stars, credible legal filings, and new, ongoing updates. Lesnar's involvement adds global attention. As the case develops, every new detail can create a viral moment. Even if WWE tries to ignore the noise, fans, media, and activists are keeping this alive. In the weeks ahead, we'll likely see more filings, statements, and perhaps a decision on whether arbitration proceeds or the case heads to trial. Either way, it's not over. What happens next for Lesnar and WWE? The biggest question, what's next? Lesnar is back in the WWE storyline mix, but for how long? Will creative protect him with minimal screen time or build a redemption arc? Will sponsors push back? Will new allegations emerge? WWE has entered risky territory, balancing entertainment value with real-world scandal. Lesnar may become the face of a much larger issue inside WWE, how abuse allegations are handled, who get protected, and what the brand is willing to tolerate. If more evidence appears, or if Grant's legal team pushes for additional exposure, WWE's hand may be forced again, and Lesnar's future could be the cost. Final thoughts, wrestling, power, and accountability. This story isn't just about Brock Lesnar or Janel Grant. It's about what happens when power, celebrity, and silence collide. It's about a billion-dollar company making choices under public pressure. It's about a legal system that's still catching up to the entertainment industry. And it's about fans who deserve the truth, transparency, and respect. Whether Lesnar is guilty of any wrongdoing may take time to prove, but his name in this lawsuit marks a turning point for WWE. The scandal is out there, the damage is done, and the world is watching. What happens next could shape wrestling's legacy forever.